Hey there and welcome. So this is the exciting part of the build. We've been looking forward to the kitchen area being installed for quite some time. Been doing other things, partial insulation has been installed, the flooring, and a whole lot of other things, Tarkett, Continental, we've done the tyres, as well as some cool sort of instrument that shows us the tyre pressures as we go. So the kitchen bit is a focal point in any type of area, and since we're showcasing roughly 100 different products, different systems within the spaces. Each one has a different zone. The kitchen one's always a focal point, isn't it? You've got the space, you want to make drinks, you want to do clean up, sometimes it's just a nice area to chat. So behind me is where our kitchen is going. We have two of these long windows. They are roughly, in total, I think we're talking about just over 3 meters long. So that's going to be our kitchen space. And we have some cool appliances. So big thank you to Lee at Dometic. They're supplying us with quite a large fridge freezer. It operates in some really extreme temperatures and is very efficient. So looking forward to showing you the power usage of that, and also when we do our chef on board, when we're at the farm shops, you can actually come on board if you book and actually get to see for yourself and taste the food. So we've got all of that coming up. So the kitchen is a really important part. Now, the surface is going to be a wooden work surface for the kitchen. We're going to have a standard type of sink. We might look at just a slightly smaller one due to the limited space. And we're needing bespoke type cupboards that come down from this metal beam, I don't know if you can see it behind me, down to the top of the window and then across. That will give us a type of overhead storage, as well as other things that we can put and do on there. The windows themselves are going to have this new type of film put on that reflects heat in the summer, but actually also seems to prevent heat loss during the winter and maybe even freezing. That is cool. We'll also be having a type of blind that you can reverse, black or silver, to reflect or absorb heat depending on the time of year. And we'll be sharing how well these things work, and in conjunction how much better they might work. So the kitchen top will come just below the windowsill, just here. The fridge freezer we're planning on putting just here. And then we have the sink, and then we have the induction hob. It's going to be on the end. And this is what we're starting on at the moment. At the moment we're doing the framework, we're cutting it out. We've just had to nip off and get some bits that we thought we had, but we didn't. So we're doing that at the moment. Get the framework measured out. The units are being supplied by one of the kitchen suppliers. We're just finalising that, and we should have those next week. And so a big thank you to them once we've got them on board fully. So the kitchen units, the work surface and things like that, and the cupboards are all going to be fitted. And once that's done, we'll get the Dometic units installed as well. We'll talk about how they fit. We'll give you detailed videos of how all of this stuff works, because our aim is to showcase things in real life, in real usage. It's a hot summer's day, which makes it really hot in here. Does that help reduce the heat? And Dometic have also been very kind in talking about the air conditioners that they do, which do not actually when you have an inverter, and we're off grid at the moment, you get a lot of charge when a compressor turns on. Like on the small fridge we've got, it's a big spike of 1,000 watts, which sometimes, if you're already using something, can cause problems with the system, or even shut it down and you have to restart it. The Dometic air conditioners that we're looking at, I think it's a couple of them for the size of the space, are ultimately going to not do that. They're going to have soft come-on cycle, and I don't know how that works exactly, but we will show you. That's something, considering how much we've been sweating today, we're looking forward to very, very much. We'll also again show the power drain on all of these systems and how they work, because we're going to be cutting. Let me just show you some of the bits that we've been doing at the moment. So we've just got to cut another piece off here. You can see the mark. There it is. So it's just there. Okay, so there we go. And remember something, apart from how much physical work in a hot space is difficult, all of this is being powered by the sun. We've got off-grid system, we're not plugged in, and what I've just done using the power tools is off-grid. It's powered by the sun. That's it. We'll talk more about the energy system on another day, but for the moment, we've got to get this framework set up so we can get the units installed. They are due around Monday or Tuesday. We're picking a couple of things. We're having a work surface, the wooden one, but we have to pick out the sink, and we're discussing taps and other things like that, kitchen stuff, because we want to showcase the best. And there are instant hot water taps, so we're having to find out which ones we can put on, because we want to test that as well. Everything on this is going to be open at every stop for public testing. And when we go to a farm, for instance, we'll be having a guest chef on board to cook using the solar, using the off-grid system, locally sourced farm food ingredients as we park in the farm with a select number of guests. So that's a possibility. If you're interested in any of this, get in touch. But we cannot wait to share with you all of the installations, all of the products, how they work, and we'll be doing this for an entire year. Forget about the Truman Show. This is far more fun because you also get to participate. If you come to a farm shop event, one of those things, you'd get food cooked for you. You'd get to experience some of the products. You can try anything out yourself. If one of the coffee makers we're looking at is absolutely fantastic, the company says it uses minimum energy, tastes incredible, and it does all the processing there and then, so there's none of the waste that we get with throwaway stuff, which seems to be the wrong way we're going with society. Everything is based on quickness. But this coffee machine, this is my favourite drink, by the way, is coffee, is something that's going to be interesting. But again, that's going to be part of the kitchen. And since we're on a vehicle, we do have to install stuff that is fixed. So these are small little things we're working out. But once we've got the framework done today, we'll go back to the kitchen supplier and the work surface, and the sink and all that sort of stuff can go in a little bit later. And then when Dometic send out the products like the fridge freezer and the microwave, again, these are going to have to be built in somewhere. Whether we build a cupboard is one of the things we're discussing just here, where the fridge goes into, and above it we have the microwave, which is the most likely. We'll share that with you, and we'll be just discussing the products, the efficiency, quality, endurance, longevity, all of these questions that you might have, we answer. And if you're really interested, you can come to one of the many places that we'll be going to throughout the country to test it and try it yourself. Proof is always in the pudding. On that note, we'd better get on, finish off this before it gets dark, and I will catch you when we're installing the units on the next video, some point middle of next week. Thanks for watching.